Chapter 4. Finally, here we are. Spyro breathed a sigh of relief as he and his friends reached the top of a hill. From there, they could see the Dragon chp4 fang off in the distance. Spyro, I don't think being able to see our destination counts as actually being there, Sparks remarked. Cinder giggled. How'd you quit Sparks on this one? Spyro gave her a hurt look. Come on. Cinder smiled, nudging him on the chin slightly. Let's get going. The Guardians are probably already waiting for us. She took the lead and Spyro and Sparks followed close behind. Meanwhile, the three other dragons were gathered around Ignatius' pool of visions. The three were chatting very lively and were almost to the point of interrupting each other. The Mopey were scurrying about bringing scrolls to and from the meeting spot as scrambling to keep up with the Guardians' plans. Finally, much to their relief, Spyro and Cinder entered the chamber. The Guardians stopped their talking and stared at their youngsters. Spyro, Cinder, it is good to finally see your young faces again, voiced Spyro respected two heroes. You had us wait for quite some time there, Chris in almost a scolding tone. He was much too happy to be sad at them for being away for so long. Sorry, Spyro apologized. I shouldn't have worried you all. Yeah, no kidding. Sparks smarted and punched Spyro on his shoulder. We weren't sure if you were faint until we heard from Ignatius that you were still alive somewhere. Theodore said, leaping towards him. He's become a new chronicler. Spyro looked up at the other dragon who nodded. Indeed it has. And I'm assuming that since you know, he's told you why you're here. No, actually. Spyro shook his head. He didn't say anything of why we needed to be here. Terra laughed himself, just like Ignatius, to leave you scratch your head. What's going on, Terrador? Cinder asked as she moved closer to Spyro. Is everything alright? Well, as you know, Ignatius was the guardian of fire. But now that he's moved on, there's a need for a new fire guardian. So what do you plan to do? Cinder looked from Terra to Spyro. Are you thinking that Spyro could be the new guardian since he's mastered the element of fire? Cinder. Spyro gave her a shocked look. He wasn't sure if he could become what she had just suggested. I'm afraid not. Chris shook his head, much to Spyro's relief. Although Spyro might be an ideal choice seeing that he's mastered our fire element, the guardian must specialize in this element and demonstrate character worthy enough to become a guardian. Too bad, buddy. Sparks chuckled and punched Spyro again. Yeah, too bad. Spyro murmured sullenly. Cinder knows, but let it go for the time being. So what are you going to do? She continued. I thought other guardians died during the raid when Spyro and I were born. That is true. Theodore nodded sadly, remembering that horrible night. However, that was only the new generation of guardians. What are you saying? Spyro took his head awkwardly. What do you mean, what are you saying? Sparks rolled his eyes. Who made you in the first place? Eggs don't just magically appear out of nowhere. He's saying you had a mommy and a daddy. Spyro's eyes grew wide, and he looked back up at Terrador. Cinder looked at Spyro, then down at the floor. All of a sudden, she felt overcome with grief. In the war that followed that of the raid, there remained dragons that fought alongside our guardians. Spyro started and grabbed their attention again. Many were killed during those horrific battles, and some we lost sight of altogether. We take the perhaps that these ones that were separated have established small colonies of their own. How can you be sure? Spyro took a couple of curious steps towards the pool. Is that what Ignatius told you? Indeed, Theodore nodded. We have X hundreds of people to send out that hawks throughout the lands and discover what these surviving dragons may be. We are seeing word that there's a need for a new fire dragon, and that we are looking for the top candidate to be brought before us. That's wonderful news, Spyro chirped excitedly. Just then, when the architect charged up with its first load of scrolls. At the Terrador, we have a possible solution to renovation request you asked for. The other dragon nodded politely and dismissed the young dragons for the time being. As they walked down the hall, Sparks noticed how the two dragons remained silent. Hey, what's the matter with you two? We just got great news built all over us. So why aren't you two more excited? Spyro and Cinder glanced at each other, then back to the floor. Sparks noticed and took the hint. Alright, I'll leave you two alone for a little bit. But, he sighed as he flew back the pool face to help the guardians if needed. Behave yourselves, he called back over his shoulder. When he was gone, the dragons looked at each other. Both looked uneasy. Spyro, Cinder. They spoke at the same moment, chuckled slightly. Go ahead, Spyro nodded. No, you first, Cinder said shyly. Back there, when you asked me about me being the new guardian. Did you really mean it? Cinder shrugged. Sort of. I mean, I was trying to read into what Master Torto was saying. I thought that's what he was saying. Spyro turned his head away from her gaze. Wouldn't you want to be the new fire guard if you had the chance? You know, take Ignitus's place. That's the problem, Cinder. Spyro lowered his head as tears began to form in his eyes. I don't know if I ever could. I could never be as good as Ignitus. Spyro. Cinder reached down and lifted his chin in her palm. No one expects you to be as great as Ignitus. You're not Ignitus. You are Spyro. No one would ask you to be someone you're not. And I wouldn't want you to be anyone other than Spyro. Soon her eyes seemed to relax Spyro a bit. Thank you, Cinder. For the Covenants. That's what I'm here for. Cinder smiled, releasing him. So, what did you want to say? Cinder just shrugged and turned away slightly. It's nothing. Are you sure? Spyro asked, moving close to her. Cinder looked back at him and forced a smile. Come on, we should go make sure Sparks isn't bothering anyone too much. I suppose so. Spyro agreed, not fully convinced. As they trotted back the way they came, Cinder couldn't help but feel more apart from Spyro than she ever had before. She knew why, but she couldn't bring herself to tell him.